other arenas come into WWE. You've had Kim Kardashian, Bad Bunny, Vanessa Hudgens, Betty White. I looked back a little bit, found the Muppets, Jon Stewart. You've had all kinds of people get involved. I know, with Netflix, the reach is even bigger, the sort of range is even bigger. Who are some names or characters that you would love to get involved, get closer to the ring going forward?
So one note on that, it used to be in wrestling that people from outside of wrestling would come to us on the downside of their career. So with all respect to the greatest, when Muhammad Ali, was the special guest referee for WrestleMania 1, his in-ring career was over, right? Now what you're seeing, you saw it, Paul was across this deal, it predates me. When Floyd Mayweather came to the WWE, he was on his ascent. When Tyson Fury came to the WWE, he was on his ascent. It used to be with broadcasters also, for the ones who came from outside of wrestling. They'd come sort of as their last stop, if you will. Again, not the ones that we wrote internally, like Michael Cole, who's done phenomenal work. Now you see Pat McAfee coming on the ascent of his career. Joe Tessitore on the ascent of his career. People want to be here. We think Bad Bunny set a new bar in terms of celebrities, if you will, who want to come into wrestling. That guy put in the work. And if you saw his match, or you remember, his match, he did everything asked of him and beyond. He was early, he showed up, set a new bar for us where everyone else who's now come into it is expected to be held up to that standard, and to their credit, they have been. Paul, anything you want to add to that?
Another thing I would say is, I look at this different because I was an in-ring performer, so there were times when celebrities came in during my career and they wanted to do something big with us or whatever it was, and you could tell they don't like this at all. They're just doing this because they need some clout in the world and we're hot and they want to get in on it. So that bothers me. It bothers me as a performer. It feels like somebody's then coming in and trying to leech off of you, which might be a bad word, but like bad term for that, but it's how it felt. I think we love the fact that right now celebrities want to come work with us. They're massive fans. They grew up massive fans. And they're just like, they're coming in. We get so many calls right now of people wanting to come into the product. I'm like, I just don't know what to do with this person. That come to the show or something, but there's only so many things we can make happen. But the fact that they want to do it, and when they do it, I can't tell you, but Travis Scott did some stuff with us recently in the ring, and he came back and was like a little kid jumping up and down. And it was like, he said, low-key, that's better than performing. Bert Kreischer just did something with us the other day where he was like, bucket list, I've got the bug, I want to go train, I want to come in and do something else. Bad Bunny, Bad Bunny was incredible, as Nick said. When he wanted to perform with us, our performance center where we train our athletes is in Orlando, Florida. Bunny went down there, rented a house a few miles away, and was at the performance center every day. This is one of the biggest musicians on the planet. Doesn't need to be doing this, he was there every day, beat up, didn't matter. I would see him there, he'd be sweating, and just put his all into it because he loves what we do, and he's like a little kid doing it. So if they have that passion for it, come on, let's have some fun.
If I could just add a quick note on that, Logan Paul, if you look at what he's done in the ring, to his credit, putting in the time to learn the craft. I ran into Bad Bunny at some unrelated sporting event after he did the match with us. And the first thing he said to me was, brother, he's like, I've watched my match 50 times. I still can't believe you guys let me do it. And I said to him, of course, hey, we can believe that you did it to the level you did. If you remember that match, if you watched it, incredible.
And last thing I'll say on this is, Betty White was a badass.